back to yoga at the Boonton Hills Public Library. If you're not seated, take a moment now to get seated and get comfortable. I have my blanket on my lap and my feet are on my block. Taking a nice comfortable seat, just letting everything relax, letting the shoulders relax, and just knowing that you're taking time for yourself in yoga. Come to a comfortable seat, begin to close the eyes, and just let it all go. Nice big inhale and exhale. Another complete inhalation and exhalation. And starting at the top of the head, allowing the stress to just wash away, releasing the tension in the face, right between the eyebrows and the lips and the jaw, letting it relax. Shoulders are back and down, relaxed. Arms are comfortably on your lap, not holding any tension in the hands. Right, we're not jetting our neck out, right, our chin, or not looking up or down. The chin is nice and parallel. Moving down the spine, the abdomen. The legs are relaxed. You have a nice bend in the knee with feet either on the floor or on the block. Another nice inhale and exhale. Letting all the stress go. If you'd like to take a moment and set intention for your practice, or for yourself, take the time now, please. Bring your hands to heart center. Hands are connected. Take a nice inhale. And as we exhale, we lower the chin to the chest. Release the hands onto the lap. Just holding this pose for a moment. And when you're ready, inhale your head back up to center. Opening the eyes. We begin our practice today with a nice inhale. And we exhale right ear to right shoulder. Just holding. Right? Just holding it here for a moment. Inhale, head up to center, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, head up to center, right ear, right shoulder. Then we're just gonna do this a few times on your breath, right? Inhaling as you bring up the head, and the exhale, we lower the ear to the shoulder. Right, just warming up the neck, starting to have breath going with the movement. And on your next inhale, bring your head back up to center, and on that exhale, we lower the chin to the chest. Inhale the head up to center, and then we're just going to look up. Eyes go skyward. Head right, we there's a bird in the sky. Inhale, exhale, we bring the head back to neutral, and then we lower the chin to the chest. We're just gonna hold the chin to the chest, and then we're gonna pull these shoulders back and down. So you're gonna feel some opening here on the side of the neck, right? Maybe the shoulders. You can feel a little bit of pulling on, just a slight engagement. Inhaling and exhaling here a few times. Inhale the head up to center. We're gonna lower right ear to right shoulder. Taking the right hand, we're just going to bring it up and apply just a little bit of pressure onto the head to maybe get more of a opening on the left side body. Right? Take that left hand and work into that shoulder, a little bit of the neck. All right, going down maybe. And just remove all the hands, or both your hands, right? And inhale, head up to center, and then we're going to lower left ear to left shoulder. And it's the same thing. We're going to take that left hand and bring it up to the head, applying just a little bit of pressure. And then take the right hand and just giving a little bit of self-care to that neck and shoulder, or whatever you feel like you might need. Maybe a little knot you can feel. Remove the hands and inhale the head back up to center, and just hold here for a moment, placing one hand inside the other hand and just holding it here for a moment. Let's start to take a nice yogic seat. Feet are connected, mine are still on the block. I have a nice bend in my knee, and I'm starting to come into a nice seated mountain pose, right? Sitting up a little bit taller, shoulders are back and down. I'm gonna have a slight engagement of my core, pulling in. My chin is parallel to the earth, and then a slight lowering of it, just a little bit. The top of my head is a nice connection to the sky, just sitting for a moment. Hands inside the hands. A little bowl, right? Excellent. Start rolling the shoulders. Hands don't have to stay in that bowl shape if you don't want. Rolling them back, and then rolling them forward. And backwards, and forwards. Coming back to neutral, let's bring those shoulders all the way up to the ears, and then drop them, all right? Bring them all the way up again, and drop. One more time, up and down, all right? And then bring the right one up and lower. Left and lower. Right, up and down. Do one more each side. Come back to neutral. We're gonna work on the neck again. So inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna look out over that right shoulder. And we're gonna hold this position here, looking out over that right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna move the head all the way over to look out over that left shoulder, and holding it there for a moment. Inhale, exhale, bringing the head all the way over, around to the right side, being mindful, right, of where you are today. And as you're looking out over that right shoulder, I want you to look up just with the eyes, moving the eyes up and down, right? And then over to the right and over to the left. So it's up, down, right, and left. Getting into those eye sockets. Right, giving them a little workout. Bring the eyes back to neutral, and when you're ready, we're just going to come all the way around over the left shoulder. Looking at over that left shoulder. We're gonna look up and look down, over to the left, all the way over to the corners of the eyes, over to the right. And do these a few times at your own pace. Come back to neutral with the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your head all the way back around to center. Oh, that feels nice. Now take a moment now. Just kind of move that head any way that you feel is calling to you today, right? This is your practice. Take a moment now. Just move that head, getting into the neck. Right? Feels really nice. Coming back to center. I'm going to remove the blanket. Right, I'm going to remove this block, put it over there. Just coming a little bit farther up on the chair. We're just going to do some full body circles. You can have your hands wherever you feel like you need. Maybe you're holding on to the chair, or on your legs. We're going to do a few of these and then start to really get into the shoulder and the back. We're moving those arms around. You really want to open it up a little bit. And then reverse your circles. Right, and getting into that spine. Right, keeping that spine supple, keeping the vertebrae open. Right, our nervous system runs through it. We want to be maintaining our movements, right? Come back to center. Just come to a nice yogic seat. Feet are now on the floor. Take a nice breath in. And exhale through the nose. So a little bit further up on the chair, we're going to do some seated cat-cows. Hands are on my thighs. Right? We're going to inhale. And exhale, we're going to curl in. Curling in the chest and pulling in on the stomach, right? The abdomen. Now we're going to open up, open wide open. That's just bringing back those shoulders. You can look up if you want. If not, just look forward wherever you are today. Bring the shoulder blades back and then sweeping in, right? Closing in again, exhaling. This time we're going to sweep out the arms, open up those arms, sweeping out those arms by pulling back on my shoulder blades and just looking up a little bit. And then I'm going to curl, and as I exhale, I do whatever you want with your hands and your arms. Inhale, we open wide up. And then we're going to come right back to neutral. Just coming back to our seated posture. Really nice. So let's take the right foot over the left foot, a nice figure four. Right, even this pose, I can feel it already. My hips are tight. Sitting nice and tall, keeping this foot flexed. Wherever foot is crossed needs to be flexed, okay? Nice and tall. Feels really good. You can feel it all in the side body. Ooh, boy. This is where you are today. You're just going to stay here. If you'd like to, on the exhale, you can start hinging forward. All right? And wherever you are, I can feel it very tight for me. And just hold it where you have a little bit of discomfort. You don't want to be in any pain, but a little bit of discomfort, right? And move it around a little bit if you need to, right? I have a little knot I can feel. So I'm just going to move this leg back and forth. And then I'm going to come back to stillness. Once again, just hinging forward a little bit. Maybe move your head around, right? Make sure you're maintaining the breath, right? Inhaling and exhaling. Pulling on the abdomen, have a nice connection, and come back up to seated. Really nice. We're going to take the right leg off. We're going to clasp our hands around the shin, and we're just going to do some circles. reverse the circles. And then bring that leg onto the ground, bringing the other leg up and across the body, sitting tall, right? Flexing this foot, nice and tall. If this is where you are today, that's all you need, that's fine. Otherwise, on your exhale, you start to hinge forward. Right, until you start to feel a slight discomfort. Right, and make sure you're breathing, allowing the breath to move through the pose. Not holding the breath, puts the body into stress. Right, you want to just relax into the pose. Once again, you need to move that leg back and forth. And the head, whatever you feel like you need to do. Excellent. Engaging on the core, right? Bring yourself back up to seated, taking the leg, clasping around the shin, right? And getting into that hip flexor. Okay, you can bring this this left leg just crossing over the right leg. So you have a nice now seated posture. Nice, tall, cross-legged, foot is flexed. We're going to do our first twist of the class. A nice, gentle, easy twist. Arms are forward, nice open palms. Right? Shoulders are backing down, nice tall seat, right? Inhale the arms up, so we get tall in the arms, right? Just going to twist over to the left a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit. Let's bring this right arm down to hit that left leg, right? You can use that, just a little bit of pressure to open up, right? Opening up the side body. Keeping this arm nice and tall, right? Starting to get into the armpit, having the energy in the hand. All right, squeezing those internal organs, right? Moving the blood around and moving oxygen through. Exhale completely. Inhale, bring both arms up again, or I should say your right arm to meet left, and tall in the body. Turn the palms out and we just sweep them down. Really nice, roll the shoulders. Great, let's remove this left leg. I'm going to bring the right leg over left, flexing into that foot. Seated mountain pose, palms are open, facing forward, shoulders are backing down. Sweep the arms up on that inhale. Exhale, twist over to the right. And this left arm comes down, hits the right leg, so I use that pressure just a little bit, right? This is the first twist, so be gentle. There we go. Reaching up with that right arm. Just allowing the twist, the organs to get a nice workout today. Inhale, left arm up. We just sweep ourselves around, forward. Exhale, palms flip out and they sweep down. Big sweeping, right? This is the first class after Thanksgiving. So lots of twists to move all the food around, help with digestion. Right? Moving in the head and the neck. Excellent. Come back to stillness. Take this right leg off of left. We're going to take a nice wide-legged seat, right? Making sure you feel comfortable and secure because you're up on the end of the chair, feet are on the ground, right? We're going to have both hands on our thighs, and we're going to just kind of lean in with that shoulder, right? So you're getting a little mild twist, a little baby twist. And then just go between the right and the left, getting into the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. One more time, each side. Excellent. All right, roll out the shoulders. Still keeping the wide-legged seated position. We're going to take our left arm, just put it inside the, left arm inside left thigh, palm faces open, right? So I'm kind of leaning down in there, right? And I'm just going to sweep open this right arm, just for a baby twist, right? Sweeping twist. And the head could just, if you're comfortable, just let it kind of hang, or just looking at the ground, right? Looking at that open hand and that foot, right? But the opening is with the body. It's not the shoulder, right? Some people are really flexible, right? They can just, oh, the shoulder all the way back. No. I want that shoulder kind of either a little bit forward or right with the body. But it's the rib cage, where's my rib cage? Rib cage and the collarbone that are trying to open. Nice and gentle, right? Inhale, exhale, back up to seated. Let's come back to seated for a moment. Just see how you feel. Let's take that right arm and slide that right arm down, right? As far as it is comfortable for you. Mine is on my forearm, right? Great, and that you use that pressure to twist around the whole torso, right? Sweep open that arm, right? And be mindful. And don't throw that shoulder blade all the way back. That's not this pose, right? It's a twist. If you want to, look at that right arm and bring yourself a little bit more open by using that arm. I'm just going to look down at my hand and my foot. Right? Nice breathing. Inhale yourself back up. Come to seated. Roll out those shoulders. Bring heel till the feet in. Take our hands, we're going to open and close, or close and open. And roll out those wrists. Taking the hands, interlacing the hands, right? They're interlaced. Sitting tall again, making sure. And we don't want the curve of that back throwing out that your abdomen. Pull back that abdomen, right? Pull it in. Nice and comfortable, sitting tall. Interlace the hands. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale those hands forward, right? So the palms are reaching forward, right? And this is the move for now. We're going to hold this for a moment. Inhale those arms up overhead, right? And then pushing up skyward with those palms, right? Lowering the shoulders, you don't want to be squinching up, right? Lower and backing down. Tall. Opening up, right? Opening up the side lungs. Take a nice inhale, one big inhale. Exhale, release those hands, sweep them down. Coming up to heart center, prayer, hands. Just holding for a moment. Releasing the hands, we're going to interlace the hands the other way. So whatever way you just did, do the awkward way. You'll know it, you'll feel it right away. Take those hands, push them forward. Inhale, arms up overhead, palms are reaching skyward. You're getting tall in that spine, tall on the side body. You can connected to the earth through the feet, right? Like someone's pulling you towards the sky and someone's pulling you towards the earth. Release the hands and sweep the hands, just sweep them down, right? Oh, opening up that whole front body and the side body. Roll the shoulders, sweep these arms around, getting into the elbow a little bit. Getting into the head and the neck. Having our hand on the chair, I'm just going to switch back a little bit. We're going to do some side stretches. Left hand is on the chair, my right hand is facing forward. Inhale that arm up, a nice sweeping motion, and then we're just going to be leaning over to the left. And here we're just going to sit as we allow the side body to open. And if you want, you can look up at the elbow, or down to the ground, or go between the two to get into the neck. Pushing out, right, this isn't it, you want to push out the rib cage. Turning the palm skyward, sweep that palm down. Great, right hand on the chair, left palm is forward. Inhale the arm up overhead. And then we just lean right over. And looking up at the elbow if you want. Push down on that hip so you're opening up, you're getting a lot of opening. Maybe if you push down on that tiny left part, you'll get more of an opening. Turn the palm upward, sweep it down. Ooh, feels good. Roll out the shoulders. Right, going up and down with the shoulders. Oh, great. Come back to stillness. Right? Put the hands on the shoulders. Just gonna twist over to the right. Inhale, come back to the left, exhale. Inhale and exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Just go back and forth, getting into that waist. Come back to center. Release the hands. We're going to get ready to stand. So putting our feet, if you're on a block, remove the block. Feet are connected with the earth. And just, I should say, open and close the toes. Open up those toes and curl them in. Right? Open and curl. Nice and wide. Best you can. Great, breathe. Getting ready, we're just gonna stand, making sure you feel comfortable. Putting hands on our hips, we're just gonna do some big circles, right, sitting for a few minutes like that, make you a little stiff. Just getting into whatever areas you feel some tightness. And then reversing it. Come to stillness, feet are hip width distance, right? And if you're new to class, hip width distance is the your two hands, when they're in little fists, they should fit up right there. It's hip width distance, okay? There we go. We're just gonna stand for a moment. Now we're going to take our hands, I have a slight bend in my knees, right, slight bend. Interlace my hands, I'm going to put them right underneath my chin. Okay. We're going to inhale, elbows up, exhale. exhale, we curl in. Right. Inhale, elbows up, maybe a little back bend, look up. Exhale, curl in, bring the elbows in. Let's do that a few more times. Okay, so we inhale, exhale, curling in. Inhale, exhale, come back to stillness. I'm just going to do some body sweeps, I call these. Right? Feet stay in one place. Right? You can just kind of do whatever's calling to you today, getting into the spine, right? This is nice, easy spine exercise. Getting into the waist, right? All right, back to center. We're going to move over to the chair. So we're going to have the chair next to us. I'm going to put it this way for now because I want to do some tippy toe exercises, okay? So remove any of the props that you may have. Come to stand next to your chair, whichever you feel like you need to do, holding on to it, or if you want to hold on to the wall, whatever you have, right? Because we're going to bump onto the tippy toes, right, to start. Holding there, right, and then just lower it down. If you can, roll on to your heels. Right, and if you need the wall and the chair, that's fine, right? We have to start somewhere. We all are doing something, right? So take your time coming up on the tippy toes, right? And you're gonna feel it in your ankle, at the bottom of the foot if you have any foot issues. Right, be mindful of where you are and what you feel can and can't do today. And going down, one more time, coming up to the tippy toes. And down, one more. I really like these. And then come up. Foot health, right? Really important. Oh, feels good. Holding. And then just release. Gently releasing, right? And just move back and forth, bending and straightening, right? Oh, feels good. So let's get the chair. Let's put the seat of the chair facing you, okay? So we're gonna come 2 feet, I'm about 2 feet from the chair, but wherever you are, right, depending on the length of your arms and depending on your height is where you're going to find your best spot for you to stand. So we're gonna come to standing, feet are hip width distant. I'm gonna be a nice mountain pose, right? Nice Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we're hinging forward, right? Try to get a flat back, bend those knees, right? I've got tight hamstrings. If you're new to class, bend the knees, bend what you need to get into this position, right? This is where you want to kind of be for now. I'm just gonna start with this right now, right? And let that head just lower. Right, and then we're gonna move those arms so you're gonna get nice long arms, right? This is a modified downward dog. And pushing with this backside, back and up, right? And you will feel it in your spine. You feel that spine get long, right? Right? The idea of the pose is to get your chest to your legs, right? If we were doing a regular downward dog, that would be the goal, I guess. So we're just here for a moment, getting long in those arms, bending into those knees a little bit. Maybe bringing back those shoulder blades. And then go left and right with your bottom, right? Moving left and right, shifting the weight, getting into the hips and the waist. Coming back to stillness. We're going to keep our hands on the chair. We're going to walk forward. Right. We're just going to stay here for a moment. We're still forward folding. We're going to put our hands, spread our arms on the chair, and just put our head and rest for a moment. Bend into those knees. This is a nice resting pose for a moment. Take a nice full complete inhale and exhale. We're coming back, just do a little half lift, right? We're going to pick up this right leg and we're going to bring it back. So we're in a nice pyramid pose with our legs. My back foot is about 45-degree angle. My front foot is facing forward. And my feet are a little bit wide, right? They're a little bit wide. They're not right in front of each other. My hands are on the chair, and I'm just going to pull back. And move the legs around so you're comfortable. Pull back on that left hip, right? I'm pushing into that crease, and then you're going to feel it into that hamstring. You'll be getting a nice stretch. Now you can hold on with both hands. Excuse me. Both hands, wherever you feel like you need to do. If you need to bend into that leg, bend into that leg, right? If you want to rest your arms on the chair. But we're going to hold this pose for just a moment or two. And when you're ready, you're just going to start picking up that right leg. Bring that right foot up to meet the left. And you're going to work in those hips again, back and forth. Oh, right, really nice. Coming back to stillness, we're going to pick up that left leg and bring, ooh, I can feel the hamstring on that leg, screaming, ooh, right? So here we are, that same pose. My left leg is at a 45-degree angle. My right foot is facing forward. Hold back on that right hip. Bend into that knee if you need a little bit of help, right? We want to get into the hamstrings, but you don't want to have injury. You can stay here, or you can fold forward onto the chair if you have to move up. Move around, make the pose yours. Breathing in and out. Excellent. Start rolling up, bring up that left foot, bring it up to meet the right. So here you are over that chair. Go back and forth between right and left. Excellent. So here we are, roll up on the toes. While we're here, let's get some foot workout, right? Just back and forth a few times. Open up those toes, right? You can feel it right up the calf, right? Everything's connected. Come back to stillness, bend into those knees, and sweep up those arms. So now that you're tall, that Urdhva Hastasana, that beautiful Urdhva Hastasana, breathing in and out. In, exhale, arms sweeping down. All right, and they come around, they come to the chair, and we're going to start to do that downward dog, right? Our downward dog. Coming to the downward dog, backing up with your body, getting long again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, come rolling up, right onto the toes, getting comfortable with the chair, getting a good grip, coming into a plank, right, staying in this plank for a moment, inhaling back up, exhaling to downward dog. while we're here, just gonna bring up this back leg, right? The foot is flexed and the toes are reaching downward, right? And if you want, you can roll open, right? Opening up a little bit to the side. All right, so now my foot is facing this way. Great, bring your hip back down to where it should be level. It's hard to get level, right? And bring that elbow into the knee. Right, excellent. Let's do that one more time. We'll do actually 2 more times. Making sure you feel safe and secure. Right, really good for the core. And this left foot is getting a great workout. Great, just bring that leg back, straight out, down to the ground. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Just get into those hips a little bit, the toes. Inhale, come up to the plank pose. Right, hold for a moment. Inhale, and as we exhale, roll back up. Roll back up. Here we are. Ooh, bend into those knees a little bit. And bring up that left leg. So it should be up behind you, toes are facing down, foot is flexed. And then open up that leg. And then bring around that torso if you can. Great, come back around to center. The foot should now be facing downward, right? The toes are facing downward. Bring the elbow, or I should say the knee to the elbow. Back. Crunching in. And back. One more time. Straight back, a beautiful leg. Bring it down to the ground. Left and right again. Getting into the legs. Inhale yourself, roll it up to that plank. Beautiful plank, going up on the toes and down. Great, coming back to downward dog. Oh, this is nice. Take this right hand and just reach over to the left leg, grabbing the outside of that shin, and just pull yourself around for an easy twist. Inhale the arm up to the chair, excuse me, and bring the left hand down and across over to that shin. Bringing the torso around. So from here, we're going to bring that hand back into the chair. We have a couple of options. We want to come to stand so you can make your way to the chair, right? Or you can just roll yourself up. Wherever you are today. Ooh, those shoulders. Feeling really nice. Coming back to stillness for a moment, just letting that practice settle in. We're going to do another pose. So we're going to back up a little bit. Put the weight of our side body, put the weight of our left side into the right side. So all the weight is in our left side body. We pick up our left foot, we bring it right by the chair, right? So we're kind of in another pyramid pose, right? We're standing here and everything is facing forward for now, right? So getting set up. Excellent. Take a nice breath in and exhale. Taking this back foot, we're going to bring it so that my foot is now parallel with the short side of the mat, right? So we're going to work into a nice triangle pose. Legs are are both straight. I have a nice wide stance. My heel of my front foot is in line with the arch of my back foot. Okay, so I have a nice pose. My body is now open to this open side of my legs, right? Arms are straight up, right, nice and tall. A nice tall energy is going out both of my hands, right, straight through my body. Somebody's now pulling on my hand, right? So I start to feel like I'm getting pulled this way. And at the same time, this outside hip gets pushed out, right? This leg goes under. Feels just like we did this the last pose with the pyramid pose, right? And so the arms are straight. I'm getting pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay. Resting the hand on the chair. Lift up this arm. Palm is open towards the open side of the body. It's not backwards, that'll hurt your shoulder. Right? So make sure it's open, facing forward. Now if you want, you can bend into this knee a little bit. Right? We have the safety, we're holding onto the chair, and we're opening up this torso. You can look up at the hand if you want, or you can look forward or down. Wherever it is for you today. I'm just going to hold this pose for a moment and breathing. We're going to bend into that front knee, right? So it's starting to bend. We're just going to start bringing up that torso into warrior two. Right? That's where I am today. This is my warrior two today. Make sure your knee is not out over your feet. Arms are, once again, lots of energy. Few breaths. Excellent. Lower the arms. Straighten this front leg, right? Then turn the feet all the way to face the right. So now my front foot is my right leg, and my left is my back. We're going to do triangle pose on this side. So I open my body, right? Bring up those arms. This hip pops back, right? This leg pushes in and pushes this hip outward. My arms are up, parallel with the earth, and someone's pulling me this way. Pulling, pulling, pulling. I don't have the chair on this side, but I have my block, or you might have your chair close by. And we bring up that arm. And we either look up at the arm, or we look down at the hand. Right? And wherever you are today, if your hand is on your shin, use your shin, right? If it's on the block, great. And don't throw that shoulder back, that arm like this. Bring it just straight up, and if that's too much, put it on your waist. Bend into the front knee. Up to stand, up to warrior two. Arms come up and I look out over the middle finger of my right hand. Lower my hands, straighten my front leg. Heel, toe, my feet in. Move any props. Just let that settle in. Come to face your chair. Putting all the weight into my left side body. Bringing up my foot, my right foot is going to be on the chair. Making sure I feel safe, I'm not feeling dizzy, right? Make sure the weight is evenly distributed. Don't be dumping it into your left hip, right? You bring that back up so you're even. Shoulders back and down. We don't want this. if you have to, and then come to the pose. All right, so we're just here, bended leg. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, we twist to the right. Reaching your arms. All right, bring your hands to prayer. Lean the best you can into it. Hook that left elbow to the right knee. And we're just going to hold here. Now, if this isn't accessible to you today, just put your hands on the leg. It's really the twisting action that we want. Trying to get into the spine and give those organs a nice twist. Inhale the arms up again. Just bring them right down the center of the body. Releasing the hands. And I'm going to put my hands on the chair and bring this right foot down. Right? And bring up the left. Come back to stand. Shoulders back and down. Heart chakras wide open. Inhale the arms up, and it's the same thing on the other side. And if you want to, on exhale twist, put your hands right here on the leg or on the waist, and use that, right, that little bit of tension, but being mindful. Don't rip open yourself to the other side. And just holding, we're going to hold for a few breaths. Inhale the arms up overhead. All right? Remove that leg. Sweep the arms down. Come back to mountain. Just working the shoulders. Coming back to the center of the mat. We're just going to do the sweeps again before we set up for our Shavasana. Roll the shoulders. So we're going to get back into our chair. Take a moment now if you need anything for your Shavasana. If you are doing Shavasana on the floor, maybe you need some socks or a sweatshirt or something cozy. If you're in the chair, where I will be, I need a block so my feet will make a connection to the earth. And I love the blanket on my lap. Love to have it here. It makes me feel grounded. If I wanted to, if I need it, I can wrap it around me. But make sure you get something that you're going to feel cozy in, because our bodies do cool down quickly after our practice, and you don't want to get a chill. You want to just enjoy the time in Shavasana. Okay. So take a moment, get comfy, and when you're ready, just begin to close the eyes. And letting all the tension go, right? Doing inventory of the body from the top down. Facial muscles are relaxed. Not holding any tension in the jaw. The shoulders are relaxed. Right? They're just comfortably on your lap. If you're on the ground, palms are up. And they're relaxed. You're not holding little fists. Your head is parallel with the earth, right? Your chin is parallel. You're not jetting it forward. Even maybe pulling it back a little tiny bit. Just relax. Let it all go. Stomach is relaxed. Legs are comfortable. Jaw's not holding any tension. Right? Let it go. Thoughts are coming and going. Take a nice inhale and exhale. You watch the thoughts come and go, like ships on the ocean, right, or leaves in the wind, releasing them to stillness, even if it's for a brief moment. Inhaling, exhaling. Resting the mind. Thoughts go. Bringing your mind back to the body, back to the room. Squiggling your fingers and your toes. Bringing our hands to heart center. With a slight pressure on the heart chakra. Inhale and exhale, slowly opening the eyes. Thank you, yogis, for allowing me to bring you yoga today. The light in me sees and honors the light and the gifts that you all bring. I wish you peace and happiness and that you go in ease. Namaste.